What's up, Go to Ones? Frank from the Go to Guild here. We are checking out 8 startups today. We're going to do one long video. We're going to go through these 8 different websites, see how they communicate what they do, see if we understand it, and give an idea of the first-time user experience. That's the consulting we do at Go to Guild. We talk to your customers for you, help you figure out the voice of the customer, give you feedback on product and marketing. That could turn into new pages, solution pages, comparison pages, all kinds of things. And yeah, if you're interested in that, go to gotoguild.com, book an hour to chat with me. I'm happy to help. First hour is free. So yeah, let's do it. So the first one up is Camb.ai. They're on Product Hunt, so give them an upvote today. It's under a different name. So what is it exactly? Yeah, I guess they open sourced something, one of their models. So if you see it, it's going to be under that. But the main website, pop-ups.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I hate those little pop-ups. Experience any story in every language. Camb.ai is the world's most capable speech and translation AI, offering the capability for humankind to dub content into over 140 languages using our proprietary AI models. Okay. Experience any story in every language. So, makes sense. I've used 11 Labs for speech stuff, text-to-speech. But translation, I'm not sure is a part of their model yet. I do think this is a huge opportunity, and I think companies like this should just go for platform plays. If you get YouTube to translate your video into, every language, so people browsing YouTube could just, experience your content in their native language. I think that is incredible, and I think that's how things will work in 10-15 years. You won't have to manually decide that this is a strategy you want to do, but that's just me. If I was running Camb.ai, that's what I'd be going for. I like how this is framed. Experience any story in every language. I think that is at the core of what this should be about. Accessibility, making sure people of different ethnicities and countries who speak different languages are able to experience the same things. I think that's really powerful. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So the images, you can see a little bit of the images here of just, I guess, content creators and athletes. It doesn't really have any bearing on what this is about. But this is pretty descriptive and makes sense. So yeah, we'll give this hero, give it about a 7.7. It's solid, but it doesn't have anything about how the product works. So yeah, that's the only, there's no kind of like preview. I guess it's an AI or API, so there's probably not going to be a lot to see. But even just an example of some of your translations, how do they sound? Let somebody experience it, But good job. At least on the copy. Let's check out the rest of the page and see what they have. Oh, okay. They got these like scrolling images. Okay, is that Dua Lipa? Okay, cool. Not really useful there. Spotlighted in a bunch of places. Can I click on these? No. So I just got to take your word for it. And there's a video.
I don't have any idea what that means.
Arabic, Chinese, Hindi.
10 years ago.
Much easier.
Forward. I love that.
Brazil. And
now on to the beauty good.
Yeah, this bottom about color.
If we have
Foncez-vous deux.
Willkommen zu unserem Kurs Künstliche Intelligenz für alle.
已经成为与俄罗斯总统人气。
Es una habilidad subestimada.
Lubię pojawia się
beauty good. Now on to the beauty good.
See, this is the part you want to see. I think, honestly, Opus has done this the best. They have a little preview of a bunch of the different features in the hero. This is kind of what I was looking for to kind of understand how that works. I think I get the point. World's first movie dubbed with AI. Cool. Mandarin using SAI translation. Professional film showcases top-tier production quality, innovative global distribution. Cool. First multilingual soccer live stream. That is cool. Wow. Wow. They should team up with LivePeer. Yeah. LivePeer should check this out. I think they'd be a good partner. World's first YouTubers in every language. Scale their content in over 30 languages. This is one of the strategies that Mr. Beast talks about, doing fully cross-platform stuff. So something to check out. Sports event using AI dubbing. Okay, I mean, they didn't need as this is impressive that they've done all of these things. I still want to know what the product is. Most capable speech emulator in 140 languages. So this is like auto playing and there's no audio, and then obviously at some point I'm going to
TEDx speech.
I think it makes more sense to, like, if I don't know, make me click so you know that I'm at least, if I'm interested, I'm gonna have to click on this anyway. So just let the click be me clicking on this play button. Also, because the background of the video is black and the background of the page is black, it's a little hard to see.
Emulator. So let's see it in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, now's the time for the next step in speech emulation.
Let us introduce you to Mars 5.
Sometimes it can be inspiring.
Other times it can be a bit sassy.
In talkback.
So the things I want from this, when I went through 11 labs, I wanted to be able to control the inflection of people's voices. I want to control the pauses, the tone. Those are things that are hard to, at least right now, those things aren't really options. So if they have some of that, I'll be really interested.
With a little bit of spirit in it.
QD commanding.
Or hear it put you to sleep quietly.
Watch him in game mode, voicing up a winning shot.
Can he make it? Go!
Okay, I'm not going through the whole thing. I don't know why it's so long. Developed by ex-Apple Interspeech published Carnegie Mellon AI. Hey, CMU grad here. Specializes in voice and emotion preservation, while our Bowley translation technique advances language translation significantly. So you got the AI model you can find on GitHub. Cool. That's dope. Started with our API docs. Foundation layer of proprietary AI models and scalable infrastructure. We've created products to help you create an experience storytelling in every language. This is the first time we're actually getting to the actual what the hell is the product. You know, something that actually explains how it works and what's the interface for using this technology. Dub Studio automates the dubbing process for video content using Camb.ai's AI technology. I do like the fonts and the general presentation of information here. This image is not the greatest. Probably be better if they just zoomed in on a part of it. Preserve your voice's tone, emotion, and expressiveness. That's the part that I really... that they should have a couple little examples. I would put something at the top here that has, you know, a little speech, a little video, and then I could click on that has some range in voice and tone. Maybe it slows down, and then hear it translated in 3 languages, and I could just click on the different languages. Something interactive like that, just to get a taste of what we're talking about, to get me excited about maybe this is something I can use, something that's important, right? So that's the whole page. I think this is not like a typical product page, you know. Oh wow, I would have totally missed this. I totally thought that was it for the page. I thought Dub Studio was the only thing. I would have missed the API or this Dubsy Chrome extension. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. Chrome extension for translating and dubbing YouTube videos. That's pretty epic. I definitely would have completely missed that. You can see, like, I just scroll down. So they got to change how this works, because people are going to read this and they're going to read down and go into here. They're not even going to look at this. So I'm sure a lot of people miss these other two products, which the API seems like the most important product here. So I would definitely change that. I think this is not like a typical product page, which is fine. They're not just selling one thing. There's like a couple different pieces to it. It's very research focused as well. So if they want, I don't know what their focus is right now, if the Dub Studio thing is the main product that they're trying to push. But if this is what they're trying to push, they need to give people, like, these 4 lines is not going to be enough to get people to use this product. They need to understand more about how it works before they're just going to click and create an account. I think the demos that they have seem pretty impressive. So they do have some good graphical design elements, but I think the page, in terms of communicate, it's a beautiful looking page, but I think it's not as impactful as the technology itself. There's a lot to add to it to make it a little bit more complete. Obviously, they have some incredible case studies. That's going to carry a lot of the weight of this page, but I'm giving the whole page a 7.1. Check them out, Camb.ai. Give them a shout. Give them an upvote on Product Hunt. Next up, we have Wi-Fi Dabba. Dabba, decentralized connectivity for all. Dabba enables internet connectivity where it's needed the most. India through hardware and the Dabba network. And this, it's like a router that is being displayed all over India. It's pretty trippy, but cool. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Seems kind of cool. Dabba enables internet connectivity where it needs the most. India through hardware and the Dabba network. Cool. Seems pretty simple. Yeah, I mean, it's a router, right? So I don't know how much else you need to really say. 7.8 on the hero. Book a call. I don't know why I would book a call. But okay. It's where's it?
Okay.
YC company, cool. Connecting the unconnected. Dabba test network is now live, building decentralized internet infrastructure to bring the next billion internet users online. Very important. I know Facebook was working on this. I'm not sure the status of that project. I think Microsoft as well. So a lot of devices, a lot of hotspots. Hardware for the Dabba network. Talk to Dabba. Know more about Dabba. Schedule one-on-one call with the team. Why is somebody going to schedule a call with, like, what information have I received to go from something internet connectivity something to I'm going to book a call with the team? I'm not seeing why someone would jump in that quick. Wow, this is a really short page. Yeah, there's like no information on here. I guess the YC company, maybe they're just launching or something, but it says season 2 is live, so that's confusing me a little bit. Pioneering building, operating low-cost public Wi-Fi networks in India, founded in 2017, has deployed thousands of hotspots across India at retail, residential, commercial locations, serving users with super fast, super cheap internet. Demand for data in India is roughly doubling every 18 months.
God damn, homie.
Building new data only for a data-hungry generation. Okay. That's awesome. I mean, it's great stuff. It's definitely hidden from, like, when they have people book a call, like who do they want to book a call? They want retailers? They want consumers? What exactly, who are we talking to here? Because obviously this seems like a great solution and important. Yeah, there's a whole lot I don't understand about how this works. Business model. What is Dabba? Well, again, having an FAQ is fine. I know I've complained about FAQs a lot. Having an FAQ is fine, but if the first question at FAQ is what is your product, the website is not communicating it. So there's no more work to do there. As a pioneer in building low cost. Yep. DPIN. How can I join the Dabba network? Become a hotspot owner. Is it live and who is using it? So yeah, I'm just unsure of the costs. I'm assuming it's not just a one-time cost for the device. Yeah, there's just a lot of questions here. Obviously they're doing stuff in hardware where they're probably not even focusing that much on how much the website communicates, but yeah, I got to give the page 6.6 because it's just not communicating that much. Give them a shout, check them out, dabba.com, dabba.com. If you're in India, you want to get some good high-speed internet, check these folks out. Next up, DraftWise, contract and negotiation AI built for lawyers, a secure end-to-end drafting and negotiation AI platform designed for transactional lawyers. Leverage client preferences embedded in your data to deliver flawless drafts every single time within seconds. Very clear. End-to-end drafting and negotiation AI platform for transactional lawyers. So the customer is described very clearly. What it enables you to do is leverage client preferences embedded in your data to deliver flawless drafts every time. So that is very clear, very interesting if you're a lawyer, which I am not. I'm going to give this an 8.1. The fact that they have the localized social proof of law firms, Gunderson is pretty big, Oric is big, I don't know these other three, but yeah, that's helpful. Only thing I would have added to this instead of this big D over here, I'm a child, they could probably put just like a preview of how it's the UX of it or something like that. Or there's also, I've seen other companies do kind of like a directed little graph of the inputs and outputs of the system, and that's usually helpful as well, but still fine. 8.1 is a solid score on the hero. Now what do I want on the rest of the page?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions and I want to have them answered immediately.
I want to know the pricing. I want to have some preview of what types of documents it can draft, kind of what it's trained on, and the liability part of it. I'm sure that it has to come into play at some point, so I'm curious about that. Connecting lawyers with their best language. With DraftWise, lawyers can effortlessly access their firm's entire cumulative knowledge and data directly in Microsoft Word. This is a whole lot of text. It's a lot. Top global firms use it every day. Really shouldn't put, I mean, it's probably more useful to have these as logos somewhere else instead of just like long text. Get time back, turn on contract autopilot for the tedious tasks to take you away from your clients. So it's funny. So there's one thing with lawyers. The cost of lawyers is going way, way up, right? So I remember my lawyer that I've used before, his price went up like 5x. His hourly rate went up 5x within like 3 years from the last time I talked to him. I was like, what? There's no way I can use you at that price. It's insane. So this is targeted towards lawyers to help lawyers, but I wonder if there's another solution for, you know, tedious tasks that shouldn't really require a lawyer's time or spending tons and tons of money for the end clients. Because the lawyer, is it ethical for the lawyer to still charge me hourly if they're saving time on this? So there's a bit of a disincentive to use this because the lawyer wants to, I mean, can the lawyer just charge for 5 hours when this took him like 2 minutes to do? I mean, people do it with ChatGPT all the time. So it's an interesting question. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of startups. There's a startup, for example, that helps combat human trafficking. And you would think to have essentially another police officer focused on human trafficking using this, you know, AI system would be advantageous for that police department because they want to catch people. But it makes the police officers look bad, and if they're not able to catch it and they have to use this service in their heads. So you always have to bear in mind what the incentives are for any particular person, because it may not be what you think it is. God, there's way too much text on this page. AI technology founded in security, SOC 2. Basically, if I don't see this image on a web page for a B2B company, like, you are screwed. So good that they've thought about that. Nicely done.
Who got the keys to my bimmer?
I don't know why I played that. DraftWise is the only AI solution that empowers transactional lawyers through every stage of their process, from contract drafting to negotiation. I don't know what DMS means. Sorry. Why am I scrolling with this and it's not changing the image? Unlock your data. DMS. And deal databases. I don't know what DMS is. Leverage knowledge. DraftWise advanced search. Documents written by Will Seaton in the last year. Okay, that seems like a pretty important feature. Share expertise. Okay, so they got some good quotes here. Wendy Curtis. Wendy. DraftWise will save our attorneys and the entire deal team hundreds of hours by enabling them to tap data and spot trends. Incredible speed and accuracy that adds up to more efficient client service and also makes work better by enabling our team to focus on areas where they can add strategic value. So we can play Candy Crush for an extra 3 hours and still get paid. Okay, they got quotes from all those firms that they have listed. I'll put Gunderson first. Personally, I think that's what's most well known. Raised $20 million. Cool. They got some case studies. I'll probably try to put this on the homepage. Oh man, it's way too much text. Oof. This case study needs, some framing numbers, a couple quotes, Just needs to be formatted a little bit different. I think what I'm noticing with most of these companies is they don't, like, the focus is on the technology as it should be. So any criticism of the page is probably stuff they already know. But this page is okay. I don't really love the way the design of the scrolling section. The rest of it looks pretty clean. What do we want to give this? I just feel like the technology is kind of being undersold. I'm not sure of all the surface area of the product in terms of what kinds of things it can really handle well, what it's trained to handle well. I think that's going to be important because there's certain lawyers are probably only focusing on one or two main things that's taking up most of their time. So I'm going to give the page a 7.1. Check out DraftWise.com. And next up, PerDiem, mobile apps made to order. View demo. So mobile apps made to order. So we can get a custom mobile app done for my startup. I guess e-commerce. This looks like an e-commerce type thing, I guess. They want my cookies.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Sure. View demo. Square mobile app. Ever dreamt of having your very own Starbucks app for your cafe or restaurant? Dream no more. The PerDiem mobile app builder now offers a sleek and customizable white label app solution that integrates directly with Square POS. From smooth coffee joints to culinary destinations, this is your ticket to having an app that reflects your brand's unique flavor. Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That sounds good. Cool. I've seen this done for a couple different types of companies. This seems like something that Square should just do. I'm not sure why Square doesn't just buy this company and let everybody have a mobile app. Makes sense. Turn customers. So in terms of the hero, I'm not totally sure. So this background thing, it's a little trippy, but cool. This should be the homepage. I don't know why this is not here. View demo should be, I mean, they should just swap the pages. For some reason, this wasn't advancing. I guess this advances a little too slow. But I think it's pretty clear once you click on that other part what this is about. But if I'm just judging the hero on like what I see here, turn customers into regulars, it's not giving enough. So I'm going to give it a 6.8. If they had this other page as the hero, it'd probably get like a 7.5. Let me scroll down and see what's going on. Order, pay, rewards, delivery. Cool, simple. Not your typical white label app. Accept orders, track rewards, send notifications, and more. Or you can save on delivery app fees. Anything about customization. Beautiful design every time. Customize your brand colors and photos. Give your restaurant $1 million digital presence. Cool. Mobile app users spend 3x more. Can you do notifications? That's what I want to know. The best place to use Square, on Square, use PerDiem. Frank Coffee. Ah, look at that. Damn. I'm gonna have to check you out, Frank. How's it going, Frank? The amount of times I got that. Oh my goodness. This is a little weird. Why is it matches? I don't understand what the matches signify, but Cool. Is there a monthly cost to this? The video is at the bottom of the page. Come on, guys.
That one there was a violation.
If you have a video, it's got to be near the top.
Nobody said it would be easy, but we were raised to be sure that we can make a dent. So we try to use less plastic, stay local, make an impact. We're 2 blocks away at 6 a.m., ready for anything, waiting to see your familiar face to say, hey, knowing how the month is gonna go, happy there's nothing in our way. We even know your dog's name.
Hey, buddy.
Where we meet, the little things are the big things.
It's already on your tab.
This is how it should feel when we're your go-to place. PerDiem.
Look at that. Okay. I just got a bunch more thoughts and ideas. Wait, how do I scroll out of this? What just happened? How do I escape this? So, like I've said in a couple other reviews, company is not just the sum of the features of your product. It is the ethos of what you're trying to communicate to the world and how you think about that, because that will affect how your business runs in the future, what your team is going to work towards. And this idea of like being able to support local businesses and empower them, and building in trust and kind of the communal values is something that's interesting that I wouldn't have off the bat thought about for PerDiem, but they were able to work that in. The idea that people have a specific tab and you know your customers and you kind of are building this relationship with them is something that definitely happens, and I like that they're trying to enhance that part of the experience. I think this is whoever the company that did the video. I'm guessing the people that did the video are not the same people that did the page, because they've worked in more of those components. So if they can tell more of that story, that would be great. I think there's probably a story about, you know, how many purchases have gone through local businesses as opposed to, you know, going through Starbucks or whatever. They could tell that story as well. They could do their own not Giving Tuesday, Small Business Saturday type thing. A guide to mobile apps for coffee shops and restaurants. Yeah, what's the price? It's got to be under $50 a month. Okay, $100 a month. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Marketing push. So you can do push notifications. This side scroll is horrendous. Why would you do that? This makes no sense. Your most expensive plan is not even on the screen. Nah, this makes no sense. There's no need. This doesn't need to be this wide. Add your data. How many orders do you get every day? I mean, typing. Why would I type a number? This needs to be like a slider or some kind of wheel or something. Average order size, $12. Window decals. So you can request decals. I think, oh yes, I love this. I love this. Marketing pack. Smart. Very smart stuff. Helping, yes. So this all falls into this bucket of helping small businesses learn how to market themselves better. So all these like little things, little splash page, decals put in the window, postcards, all these things are part of getting people to use the app, but also just increasing their marketing. I think this is a great company. I'm very impressed. What they have, it's pretty simple. There's some like small tweaks and things. Booking, so that's kind of like the there's a bunch of for the beauty industry, which apparently I'm a part of now as a nail guy. But this is cool. I really like this product. The rest of the page definitely was solid. I'm gonna give it 8.8. I think if it was ordered a little bit differently and some, I guess, explained a little bit better at the top of the page, it might impact a little bit better. But this is really great. I have so many ideas for how this can be marketed and worked on. Yeah, this is a great one. I can see this one doing very well. So if you have a coffee shop, or I guess they do bookings too, so if you do nails or massage or whatever it is, check out PerDiem. Try PerDiem.com. They got a 6.8 on the hero, 8.8 on the page. I think they can get the hero up pretty quickly and easily, so I'm impressed. I really like this one. Simple, to the point. I think there's a great storyline and brand that's budding out of it. So moving on. Next up, not Frank Coffee. GitStart. Elastic engineering capacity. Assign tickets, get high quality production code powered by AI agents, and our global developer community. Code powered by AI agents and developer community. Tell me how this works.
Hi, I'm James, the head of remote
James.
engineering at GitStart, the code as a service platform. And I'm going to show you how GitStart works. To start, you need to connect your Git repo and select which part of your code base you'd like to share with our developers. If you want, you can remove things like .m files or configuration files through our git slice configuration. Once everything's all set up, we'll verify that your repo builds correctly so that we can start working on it with as little friction as possible. Now, you can start creating tickets for us to work on, like this one, to add a mutation to a GraphQL API. If you're on our team or our enterprise plan, you can also assign tickets to us directly through your task management software. Behind the scenes, your tickets are sent to multiple GitStart developers, all of whom are dedicated to your project. We perform internal reviews, and when improved, you get a PR. You can review and request changes all you want, and only when you approve and merge the PR do you pay anything at all.
Damn!
If you want to see some examples, we pull our latest open source PRs onto our website, like this one from SourceGraph. Our mission is to accelerate engineering teams while growing great developers. That's why we've worked with some of the best engineering teams in the world, and our alumni have joined companies like Google, Amazon, and Meta, and even started some of their own. If you want to try it out, you can set up everything directly through GitStart.com. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
As you can tell,
hope to see you soon.
Code as a service. Actually, I wonder if code as a service, elastic engineering capacity. I'm undecided which one I like better. Code as a service, I think, rings better for me. Elastic engineering capacity is not bad, but kind of like code as a service better, personally. Very nice demo. Solid video. Good pacing. Zoomed in at the right places. Got to see some of the features. Pricing model seems based on how many times you actually merge code and how many lines of code, I guess, maybe. I'm curious about that part of the pricing, but I think it's pretty clear what these folks do. So they're getting the best hero of the day, getting an 8.5 on the hero. Well done. Now, got some questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
You say high quality production code. I need somebody with technical prowess to confirm that, because you making that claim is not good enough for most people. I want to see, obviously, more technical companies that are known for their engineering prowess, vouching for the product. That's going to be pretty important, because this is not something they can like easily demo, that the code is going to be high quality. And yeah, I think some examples of the types of things, I've seen a whole bunch of, I mean, we've reviewed a few even this week of applications in this realm. So figuring out if there is kind of a sweet spot of different types of engineering challenges that you no longer want to handle yourself, that might be helpful as well. But let's check out the rest of the page. Increase your capacity without increasing engineering headcount. Cal.com, Linux Foundation, Metabase. Okay, some good ones. 14,347 pull requests shipped with GitStart.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
I'm a big believer in what GitStart is doing to help developers. Also, my teammates told me they feel super powered with GitStart. Beta shares, fintech with $15 billion under management. Whew.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
That's a lot of money. You are the best on our way. I don't know what that means. You're the best on our way. Shout out to GitStart for merging well over 100 PRs in our open source repository. Ali Partov. I know him. I can't see this. That's the one of all of these. That's the one that I'm most interested in seeing, and it's cut off. So
that one there was a violation.
Yeah, I would move that one over here so I could see it. He's somebody. Oh, did they go through Neo or YC or something? That would make sense. Oh.
Wait a minute.
That's why he's doing it. I see. Got some good people. Cool. Supported by? What does supported by mean? What does supported by mean?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Investors, their advisors, people that use the product. What are we talking about? Sign them to GitStart, bugs, and tech debt. This is what I was asking for. Document design systems with storybook, CRUD operations on new or existing API endpoints. That's the type of stuff I'm thinking is like stuff people don't want to deal with, but it's pretty easy to do. I really think somebody's going to create a platform kind of like Bubble, where I can describe all the CRUD operations I want to do and the APIs I want to transform data with, and people can make sites like that within like an hour. Like that's how it should work that way. Somebody should make just a CRUD website builder, backend builder, but not me. Your backlog is someone else's growth opportunity. I don't know if I love that. I get what they're trying to say. It sounds like they're trying to get junior developers to do stuff. That's what that speaks to me. Someone's growth opportunity. I don't know if I want production code as someone else's growth opportunity. Yeah, I think this mission-driven part is good on its, if it was on its own. But when I'm trying to make sure that the code works and not get fired because it's hard to find a job in this environment, I don't know if I'm thinking, oh, let me give somebody an opportunity to learn. I don't know if everybody is receptive to that part of this. Assign tickets, get pull requests. Whoa. I do like the fonts and general design. Git slice. Good God, stop zooming in. Which parts of your repo GitStart can access? Yep, you already showed us that. Pre-work landing page, merge PRs, pay only for code, not engineering time. That's pretty cool. That's, I don't know if I've seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do dig that. So I think maybe this combined with the growth opportunity part is why they're able to charge in this format. No, this is interesting. Pricing $11 per credit. What is a credit? Yeah, what is a credit? Calculate progress costs and track developer. Each task has a credit cost. You got to give some examples of yeah. Okay, fixed footer and modals. 25 credits, 275. Small, medium. Okay, so good. I don't know why, but I just completely skipped over this, but okay, makes sense. What are we gonna give this page? I think the page is pretty solid. This is one of the better pages I've seen today. Given it 8.1. I think some of these quotes are not great. Because this is like an incomplete, like this first sentence seems to be about somebody else. Yeah, I would actually take most of these out and just focus on 2 or 3 like real customers. Like someone saying they're inspired by the story of perseverance and the impact of GitStart is like, it's probably a great story, but I don't know if that is the reason why somebody's going to use GitStart instead of something else. And I think the product seems amazing, and I don't think that's helping to get people to sign up personally. But hey, page is pretty good. 8.5 on the hero. 8.1 on the page. That is GitStart. GitStart.com. Check them out. Almost there. Checking out Shuttle. Build backends fast. Isn't this what I was just talking about? Build and ship a backend without writing any infrastructure files. Instead, get your infrastructure definitions from your code function signatures and annotations. Okay. Start building, join Discord. Cookies again.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Get started in seconds. Build an app with your favorite Rust framework. Okay, let me just do this part. Cool. So, creating an app. Router. This is a Hello World app. Cool. Pretty simple infrastructure file without writing any infrastructure files. This looks pretty basic. Easy to get started. I'm not sure what exactly your infrastructure definitions from your code function signatures and annotations. Cool. Pretty simple. Clear. The value prop is not fully clear to me. I give it a 7.4. I kind of get it, but I don't know if I'm fully understanding why I would want to use this versus writing some Go or something else. I don't know. I don't know yet. So what else would I want to know? Pricing, what this enables me, what does this empower me to do or not have to do? I think that's kind of their pitch. Let me check the rest of the page. Build an app with your favorite Rust framework and deploy it immediately. We'll take care of all the infrastructure. Install the CLI, bootstrap your project, take off in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So some of the commands, create a new Shuttle project. Deployments, okay. Used by a lot of engineers at good companies. Bring your code, we'll handle the rest. Leave the deployment to us and focus on what matters, writing good code. Okay, connect to database. This has out-of-the-box logging support, abundant documentation. Okay, now it's starting to be a little bit more clear why I want to use this. I mean, some of these things is just, this is more for, I want to get something up for like a hackathon very quickly or something like that. I mean, connecting to databases, logging support. I mean, is it really that difficult? It'll take up that much time? Get an entire infrastructure configured without writing any infrastructure config. Okay, Vercel for backends. And I guess they handle scaling and stuff. This is for mostly static pages, I'm assuming. Or like basic pages. It's not like anything too complicated. Deploy a quick starter in minutes. Detailed instruction on how it works. JS and Rust. Use WebSockets. Chat end to end. Cool. Discord bot. Surely you can make any Rust service code. Have it ready for deployment by adding a single annotation to your main function. Get started. Deploy. Add a database. Okay. I don't know if this is like massively easier than whatever setup code that you would normally put. Shuttle you can take. Okay, this is kind of nice. Oh. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I haven't seen anybody do that. I break up the long text by letting you highlight and then changing the image. It's a nice little idea. I might have to steal that. Okay. I mean, I guess I don't really get why it's so important or difficult to set up a database. Game changer, what a great project. That doesn't really communicate that much. Shuttle is hands down the best way to deploy a Rust app quickly, safely, with the ability to scale. As a variety of frameworks support it, and the community surrounding it is incredible. Heroku for Rust, but better. Yeah, I mean, I think Heroku for Rust. I mean, yeah. Got it. Okay. Mind-blowing, what a huge addition to the Rust ecosystem. I'm sure this will be a driveway to get more people into Rust. I've never used Rust personally, so that's why I'm kind of ignorant to it. But I use Heroku a ton with Sinatra and Rails, so zero effort deployments and no infrastructure work. Okay, I get it. FAQ on the homepage.
That one there was a violation.
What happens when I deploy it to Shuttle? Your code is analyzed and built on our servers. The first time you introduce additional resources in your code, like the first time you use the database, we will add that resource to your project and wire it automatically to your deployment. Okay. I've never used Rust, so I don't know if it's like setting up your connections is difficult typically, but I assume not. And it seems like they keep mentioning that. You believe Rust is the language of the future because of safety guarantees Rust provides. Rust you can build once and everything just works, saving you tons of time on maintenance. I've heard that about Rust. URL. Generally, like the design of this page is pretty good. just feel like build backends fast. I kind of get it. I don't know why this page is just not speaking to me. I mean, the format is nice. I think it's just maybe something in the copy. And some of these examples aren't great. Heroku for Rust, but better. Like, this is a great one. If they just said Heroku for Rust, making it easy to deploy. Yeah, I think that would have worked a little bit better, but they're just still pretty good. I give it an 8.1. Pretty solid. I'm not a Rust programmer, but if I was, I'd check this out. Moving along, they are Shuttle.rs. Give them a shout. Check them out. Next up, Cello. Word of mouth unleashed. Word of mouth, I guess, on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and formerly known as Twitter. Cello is the easiest way to add a referral program for users and affiliates to any SaaS product in hours. Turn users into your most valuable growth channel. Definitely believe in this. They were on Product Hunt, so you can go upvote them still. This is cut off, so I'm not going to include this in the hero. But cool. Referral program, users and affiliates. Why you want to use it. Interesting stuff. Very kind of basic description. 8.1 on the hero. I think most likely, I'm guessing if I actually saw this image in the hero fully, then I would probably give it a higher score. But let's check this out. This is how, so I've mentioned this before. I think Camb.ai needs to do something like this. Play with sound.
The future of marketing is word of mouth. Turn your users into your most valuable growth channel with Cello. Cello is the only all-in-one solution to engage your most passionate users and affiliates to refer your product with just a few clicks. Best of all, Cello is directly embedded into your product and handles everything from referral payments to tax and compliance. And it runs on autopilot, so you can focus on scaling and building your product. Here's how it works. First, within just a few hours, Cello integrates with your product and existing tools to automate all manual work. In our dashboard, you can then set up your referral campaign, define the reward details, and make the referral experience your own. After the program goes live, we continuously analyze and scale its performance based on AI-generated recommendations. Go give it a try for free and learn more about user-led growth at cello.so.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Excellent video. I can understand from a design perspective not wanting to put the video all the way up to the top, but personally I like left justified text here, video like that to the right does it for me. Yeah, I don't even really need to go to the rest of the page, like everything I needed is there. But just to check it out, we'll see the rest of the page. Trusted by high growth companies. The only one I know is Typeform. Don't know these other ones. Make sharing your product frictionless and rewarding. These images, the speed. You see the speed of this? This is the right speed. It's not too fast, but it moves you through the process. Yeah. I like it. The power of user-led growth. 4 hours dev time. Payback period from day one. Just the cost. That's the only thing I'm wondering. They've already explained this in the video pretty clearly. Oh, they're getting too cute with this little scrolling thing. I mean, it's okay, but I don't like when my scroll is hijacked and I can't just like scroll normally. But images are good. Don't just take our word for it. Cello made it easy to introduce an initial high ROI scalable source of top line revenue. CEO of SaaStrify. I would put the name. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Fastest growing software companies are built on strong word of mouth. Cello makes this critical growth driver now accessible to all products. Is the director of growth at YouTube? YouTube's not using Cello. What?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
I don't understand that one. Yeah, I don't really love these quotes. This is built for customer success stories. I mean, you could literally take these out and put just this. Friction experience integrated into your product with conversion rates. How many customers did I get because of this? Why are there so many? Why wouldn't they put this on the homepage? I've seen Podcastle before. Growbots I've seen before. Yeah, I would take out MTL sign up rate. I don't know what MTL means. I'd rather get like not percentages but real numbers. Referral ROI 5.7. Yeah, that stuff is way more impactful than I hate this scroll thing. Than these. These are just because these are kind of bland. FAQ on the homepage. Come on, guys.
That one there was a violation.
Does nobody watch my videos? Does nobody watch my videos? Pricing needs to be explained on the page, not in an FAQ. Can you talk more about user rewards? That should just be a section of the website. I never understand FAQs on a homepage. Never. Be entirely success-based. You only pay us when your program is generating revenue. Our free tier gives you low friction way to launch and validate whether these referrals work for your business. I've also used another program called The Rave that has a similar model, more for e-commerce companies, but this is interesting. And then again, you're teaching people about this type of marketing, so you're going to want to have your content that speaks to why they should adopt this methodology. Ooh, I like it. I like this company even more because they're doing the real competitor pages. I think this is underrated. Just compare yourself directly to your competition. People are trying to figure this out on their own. You might as well have control over that conversation. Yeah, this company is killing it. Killing it. Honestly, the whole page could have been just this part and this part, and I would have loved it. There's some things they need to update on the rest of the page, but it's still a 9.1, which is a goated score.
Got it.
Very impressed. Great design, great video production. This play with sound is what everybody should be doing on this, because you can preview what's going on, and hopefully your video is instructive and shows the product. But then when people are ready to play with sound, you make sure they start from the beginning. It's a very simple thing, but I think it matters. Just small updates can help. Cool. Cello, CELLO.SO. I'm impressed with this one as well. Congrats. Last but not least, Ava. I saved this for last for a reason. Solve preventable turnover. 85% of existing caregivers say they could have stayed with better engagement and communication. That's where Ava comes in. Now, as some people know, my mom passed away a couple years ago. She had breast cancer, and I was her main caregiver. So I know how difficult that job is, having done it and not applied for it. I interviewed a bunch of companies that deal with caregivers, and we had a couple actually come in and help. So I think this is super important, and if there's technology to make that better, decrease turnover, I am all for it. Turnover rate is going down. This is like an example with Ava. Turnover rate, what is this axis? 90-day. Turnover rate, you want lower. Okay, so I guess it's doing that. Saved hires. I don't know what saved hires means exactly. Hires that didn't turn over because of Ava. I guess that's what that means. And delivering $1 million ROI. This isn't something you would. Is this what you'd see within your dashboard? I guess. I don't know. Probably not, because this is like comparing national average with Ava. So this is just kind of showing what they do versus the impact of the business as a whole versus what an individual company would see. I would rather see something for an individual company here. I think this is a good enough preview that makes me interested, and for that, also with the design, I think the design is pretty snazzy. I'm gonna give it exactly at 8.0. I think that's where it should be. For the rest of the page, kind of want to see what the pricing is like. Obviously a couple places, and what their turnover rate was before, what it is now. What are the key features? What is the philosophy that's being implemented through technology? I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying it, but technology is our way of expressing our values, and the programs that we create embody how we think the world can and should work. So what is that? What's the thinking of the team? Since this is caregiver focus, the people who are running the company need to be front and center at some point. I need to understand that this is not just, some private equity person that does not give a damn about care. That part is important. So let's see the rest of the page. Ava has met and exceeded our goals for retention and improved engagement. We've been able to reduce our turnover rate by 30%. Beautiful. Not only do our caregivers love Ava, but it was by far the most seamless onboarding integration process we've experienced. I love it. There's no data entry. If it pulls from our EMR, it basically takes over what our HR tries to do and does it more effectively. Damn.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Our HR sucks.
Absolutely, yeah.
Most turnover is predictable and preventable. Ava helps you here. Launch surveys, identify sources of turnover within your agency, uncover common issues with exit surveys you can launch in minutes. Surveys is the methodology. Okay. Solve problems blocking your business growth. Get qualified referrals. Employer referrals. Gamify work process. Daily clock in. Oh man, I would be annoyed at that personally. Automate solutions to accelerate future growth. Use predictive caseload analysis before staffing ever becomes an issue. I think this is pretty important. Yeah, I've heard that because once they get a new, this is an issue that I know people have, because when my mom was sick, we had this woman come to our house and said, hey, we're going to have to go and look for somebody, onboard them, and then bring them in. It's not like they have people just waiting around who already work at the company are ready to go. It's not always like that. I mean, sometimes they do because somebody is rolling off or somebody passes away, obviously. So it's the timing of staffing is an issue. So this, I can see this being important to the business. If they found a way to make, this is more of a product suggestion, but if they found a way to make that pool of applicants visible to multiple places. So let's say say there's 100 companies on Ava and 20 of them just lost a case, or 20 people passed away that they were taking care of, and now they have 20 employees that were working every single day that now don't have an opportunity. Maybe this could be the moat that if you're on Ava, you might have access to see who's available and trained. Just a random suggestion. Adoption rate, cost reducing tools. This is beautifully designed. I like how things are moving around and it's breaking up the monotony of a typical page. Visibility to business health. Cool. Oh, they got video interviews. I like that. I like it a lot.
North River Home Care has a team of 250 caregivers. It's hard to maintain a personalized relationship with that many people when you got clients and you got office staff. Ava allows us to have a personal connection in a quick, responsive way that caregivers see and appreciate.
Some of the major challenges we have with engaging with our caregivers are caregivers calling out, whether it be last minute or even a day before a shift. Caregivers often don't call us, even though they know that they're going to be about 30 minutes late to an hour late.
We are in competition for good caregivers. And so what do we need to do to stand out that we can easily explain or easily show to applicants? And that's where Ava comes in.
Ava has been able to help our caregivers.
So using it as actually a marketing tool, it's like, hey, we use Ava and this enables us to do XYZ. You can see our stats, you can see our on-time performance, that type of thing. I didn't think about it in that way, as like a proactive tool. I wonder if that's on the website. I don't think it is.
The caregivers are receiving notifications letting them know that they have a shift coming up the next day or the same day. It is reminding them. Them not showing up to the shift has happened less frequently, which has greatly decreased our need to constantly be monitoring the screen to make sure that the caregivers are there. All of that is done behind the scenes, so it's not any more work to us. It is part of how it works for them.
I check the app almost every other day, before shift or in between shifts, to see how I'm doing. I'm making sure that I'm clocking in and out on time.
On the Ava app, it's nice to see my coworkers and seeing all the things they've been doing, and if I see that I'm not quite up there with the rest of them, I like to push myself a little harder.
We're recognizing them.
Really? Push yourself harder because you see something in the app? I don't know if I believe that. Really? Like, wouldn't you want to help the people because you want good care for these people? What? I don't know if I like that.
Them for a job well done. We're recognizing them for showing up to their shifts on time, clocking out on time.
The fact that Ava is so tightly integrated with our EMR is really important. So there's no additional admin for any of my staff. There's no additional work for us.
Ava has helped us with retaining the team that we have. That's been really valuable. If you're interested.
This is cool. I like the designer for this page. Excellent. Well done. I think this is pretty clear that there's real value in the system in getting people to show up on time. I mean, we had some problems with that, people not showing up on time, or even communication the other way that, hey, we might not, might not be needed today, or she has a doctor's appointment, so she can't do it, and that affects the other people that they might have to visit. So if there was a tool to handle that easier, because I think we would have to call a dispatch, and then the dispatch would call them. So just an inefficiency. So I could see Ava being pretty helpful. Ava connects with 100% of existing tools. I hate acronyms. Good God. I know these I don't know what LMS. See, these in the medical field, these, I think LMS does not mean what I think it means, but yeah, I hate acronyms. That's a violation.
That one there was a violation.
Quit losing caregivers and go home at 5 p.m. Oh man.
Correctamundo.
That's great. That's great. This I'm excited about this company. They're missing the most important thing here, which I mentioned before, that they don't have on this page. Who are you? Who is Ava? Who runs this company? Do these people give a damn about caregivers? They got to communicate that somewhere, because this is not just a regular run-of-the-mill SaaS company. This is people's lives, end-of-life care. It's very important. So people want to know. You're about as important as their doctor, right? So people want to know exactly what you're about, who you are. For this type of business, I think is important. I think this page is great. I think the business is great. That's why I just kind of clicked on the page and saw that it was about caregivers, and I saw a description somebody wrote on LinkedIn. I wish this company all the best. Joinava.com. Check them out. I believe they are hiring. So check them out. Seems like a great product. Very important. Congrats to them. 8.0 on the hero, 8.5 on the page. And that is it for this set of reviews. I usually do these individually, but I want to try something different. And we've been doing this an hour and 20 minutes. But hopefully this was helpful for any of the companies that check this out. If any of you want me to do some product marketing work for you, whether it's doing customer interviews, typically what I do is customer interviews, talking to your internal folks, team members, your customers. Former customers are actually the best people to talk to because they understand the product and maybe made the decision that you want to understand a little bit better. We put together a report understanding how it can be used in product marketing, and actively work to create some copy for different pages that you might want to do, changes you might make to current pages, and consistently get you the voice of the customer. I can give these kind of videos analyzing your current pages. We also can take the interviews that we do for customers and turn it into marketing content. So happy to do any of that. If you're interested, check out go2guild.com for that. As always, brush your teeth, walk in the corner. Denbo out.